Have you ever felt overwhelmed on more occasions than you care to recall? Then this video may help you. Around 34%, that's slightly over 1 in 3 of adults, report feeling that stress is completely overwhelming for them on most days. And what if that stress and overwhelm is never relieved? Or what if a major event takes you to absolute overwhelm? Overwhelm is a state of being, it's a feeling of being buried, of feeling powerlessness. And that's how I felt a lot of the time. And it kind of had a habit of getting worse and worse, and the pressures continuing to build. But feeling terrible was what I got used to. Chronic long-term depression, an abusive, controlling husband, abusive family of origin, and the loss of my only supporting family member to dementia, raising 2 babies, and expected to also work in a high stress environment. The narcissistic breakup was the final straw. It really did need to happen. It was the catalyst. I became aware that my husband was controlling and abusive. It's a long story. There are videos on my channel about that and how I dealt with that. But in this week's video, I'm going to give you some very simple but actionable steps that you can take to get your life moving for you in the right direction. Even if things feel unbearable and impossible right now, this is especially true if you are recovering from narcissistic abuse or childhood trauma. The impact of that can often still be felt well into your adult life. So, what is going wrong for you? For me, it was a question of being buried by life events and feeling utterly powerless to do anything about it. In short, everything was contributing, and I had been stuck in survival mode for as long as I could remember, and nothing, absolutely nothing, was really working out for me. I'd practically written my life off. I had zero support and felt completely isolated. And the more I tried to do something, the worse it got. Long-term and acute physical conditions are often warning signs. Sometimes long-term or acute physical conditions can be the outer manifestation of long-term stress and overwhelm as well. I certainly had a range of issues, a persistent strained back and also frequent migraines, about 2 or 3 a week or more. And these really were just warning signs, and I just kept ignoring them. So there are often a lot of red flags that pop up that we just don't pay much attention to. We just treat the symptoms and carry on as before, and then the overwhelm just continues and builds to something that you just can't ignore anymore. Does this resonate? By accident, I discovered the only way out of this was in. It was a miracle, and I'll come to that shortly. Just imagine, though, your mind and body are a house. And to help understand the concepts of what is happening to you, I want you to imagine a home, the kind of home that appears on reality TV, that is inhabited by a hoarder. And every single room in the house is stuffed full, and there is no way to move comfortably. You're just stuck in it, staring at rubbish from wall to ceiling, and normal living is possible. Well, the house represents your outer and inner world. Everything is stuck. Everything is jammed. And nothing works and nothing moves. Even the garden looks like a war zone. And what is needed is a clean-up operation. Okay, we get this right. If it was our house, we'd know what to do. So where to start? So I'm going to offer you 3 steps that you can take and give yourself a lifeline. Because if hard times teach us anything, it is that the cavalry isn't coming. You are going to save yourself. And if you can follow to the end of this video, then I will give a short bonus training, and there's also a free gift that you can claim that will help you as well to start to create and compound on good things happening in your life, and in much quicker time than you could think possible right now. Here's a bit of a warning. In times like this, we may often reach out for our coping mechanism of choice. It, whatever it is, may well distract us or anaesthetise us from our emotional pain. And in fact, we have been relying too heavily on our coping mechanisms for a long time. And they are equivalent to like papering over the cracks. It does little to help, and it often makes the inevitable more likely to happen. So if you have reached the depths of massive overwhelm, it's time to become aware of your unhealthy coping mechanisms. They've literally been propping you up for years, but they're not really helping you, and actually they're keeping you stuck. And they might feel impossible to fix, but becoming aware of them means that you are beginning to take back some of your personal power to begin healing your overwhelm in ways that actually work. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way. Here are 3 things that you can start right away. They will lift you out of overwhelm and get you focused on creating a happier life. The cleanup operation can begin by implementing the following 3 steps. So firstly, literally clean up and tidy your outer world. Get practical, but don't try and don't see the whole house or the whole garden. Just start with 1 room, 1 bookcase, 1 kitchen cupboard. Just start, build up that forward momentum, and when you can improve your outer environment, it will help you to feel better in yourself. But don't stop, just keep over time renewing and upgrading your living space. Take daily action. Obviously, don't feel like you have to do all of it now. Just take those baby steps. Number 2, take better care of your body. I know it seems obvious, doesn't it? But really, when you're in overwhelm, decide that you're going to improve your exercise, that you are going to eat well. Even if nothing else is working out, you can at least cook really well for yourself. Get good quality sleep. And that is really crucial. And if there are issues related to sleep, which there may well be, then it's down to you to start fixing them. For example, if you have sleep issues, you can find out everything you can to improve your sleep. There is a ton of information out there, and you can access it at your fingertips. So take action, get to be an expert on improving sleep, and implement it. So get knowledgeable about your issues. Find what helps you best to look after your body. Think holistically about the issue as well. So if you are taking direct medical advice and treatment, obviously that's good, but treat yourself in holistic ways as well. The 3rd thing is meditate daily. You owe it to yourself to find comfort, peace, stillness and spaciousness within. And it might be difficult to focus on nothing straight away. So build your habit over the next few days and weeks, and you only need to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes daily. look for a simple breathing meditation online to help you, or download a meditation app. They're free and help to make meditation extremely accessible. Meditation will actually have a powerful positive effect on your well-being, and this compounds over time. So this is something you can start doing for yourself right away, right now, after this video. I discovered meditation quite by accident, and it was in a moment of overwhelm when I just felt completely powerless to do anything about all the horrible things that were happening in my life. And after connecting with my inner world, I literally just put down the worry and anxiety, and my life changed forever. And maybe it was just divine intervention. It was literally in a very quiet moment when it happened. So if you've made it this far, well done. You have now a working roadmap to take you right out of overwhelm and misery. So here comes the bonus tip. Okay, setting powerful, heartfelt intentions took me out of living a miserable life. So this could be something you turn your mind to as well. Every little step you take to help yourself begins to create powerful momentum, and it puts you on a happier life trajectory. Set some intentions for yourself to move forward. Make a commitment. Intentions could be linked to improving your all-round well-being. It could be setting intentions about starting exercise that you love, or increasing exercise that you love, eating better quality food, making new friends. Creating safe connections is very important. Dropping any negative influences, whether that's in real life or on social media. Feed your mind with better things. I've had to stop watching the news just recently for this reason. And best of all, or as well as all of these things, start a journaling habit. Focus on an old hobby or start a new one. Make choices that make you happy and feel good. If you'd like to know more about journaling for life change, you may be interested in my latest free download. I have a brand new free self-love journal to get you started. It will support you developing a journaling habit over 30 days. There is training included. It can set you up for creating a happier life. So you can get more information and download it from the link in the description. Creating a journal like this was one of the simplest but most profound steps I took that began to help me create a happier life. And it literally takes 20 to 30 days of forming a new habit, like daily journaling, to create a lasting change and transformation. Because you are training your subconscious mind to expect better things. It kind of works like magic, except of course it's all to do with neuroscience. If you found this video helpful, I'd be really happy. I mean, maybe drop some comments below. And if you'd like to know more about how to look after yourself in midlife and how to recover your sense of well-being, then you can try this video here.